morning, folks. It's 10:08 a.m. on the 7th day, 12th month, 2022. And yeah, it looks like my forecast I gave is playing out. I'm kind of in agreement with these numbers. It could be a little less, it could be a little more, depending on how they squeeze the sock. That move I keep talking about. Um, the flow in actually is a concentrator. When they see this here type funnel move, um, if you cause a lot of EMF here in the wall, like let's say Grafton beams out this way, Brisbane beams out this way, like that. You could cause a corridor that's almost like a dam, and the moisture just has nowhere to go. So instead of going outwards, it collects in and bunches it up. So what would have been this amount spread out becomes this amount concentrated. You understanding what I'm saying with that? And that's going to inundate the northern rivers and a few other areas, Toowoomba, Warwick, uh, Woodinbong, between the fires and the water. Stanthorpe, I don't think you're having a water crisis anymore. And now you're having quite the opposite, and that line could be towards you very quickly. You know, this is not a little bit of rain. You're talking over 10 centimeters. Right, that line is very good. And so when this creek goes, it's going to go hard. And these little ones here, they're going to have big problems in your towns. They're not going to be able to handle it. They won't be handling what comes down Blue Mountain and what comes down this into the streets of this town. So you have time to react now. So save your main street. Save the vestments in your churches. Save the pet stores. Save what's important to you. And above all, never fear. Be prepared, that's all. Yeah, you got plans, put them into action. You know what to do. Listen, you're in a direct line of danger. Too much is coming your way, rivers wise. Even though you got some mountainous stuff, you got too much is draining into that little bit of level they got going on here. And then it's going to go somewhere else. So if you set the right barriers up, you should be able to deflect water away from your town, and you have time to do this. And some of the mobile flood barriers I've been seeing could do the trick. Yeah, they always do something and offer you the solution, and the solution actually makes sense. You believe it. That was a clever solution, though. I think we could make those ourselves and not pay for them. Hey, that corrugated roof on your shed that could have floated away could definitely be bent and make one of them barriers to save your whole house. I think that your priorities should soon get in order. You could bend it back, right? Back Mead. A lot of everything along these lines is bad. Look at how bad Cuyahoga. You're right in the middle of it. Your bottom land there is fucked. So saying to Rob D says you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked, son, because you are getting it. This whole area here could be a lake. All the lowland. And sorry to say that the bottom land of Nimbin is in danger. And the water racing toward Ballina will again cause a disruption in that town. And remember, it was the drainage pipes that put the water into Main Street last time, right? It bubbled up from somewhere else. So remember this. It don't have to be raining here yet for the flood to happen. But it's come. This is the totals you're getting, and what you're getting over here is coming over there, some of it. And sorry to say it, Lismore, you're in, according to the weather plan, you've got time to react, right? You're raining, you're wet, the streams are swollen, they're there, and then you get absolutely clobbered, according to Axis's weather plan. ECMF motherfuckers have got you, but the pulsation's going here. So it's kind of told me you're going to get something onshore coming this way. So that aims a little bit further south. But it's their plan looks a bit wrong to me. The islands over here are in great danger. Fiji, the only way you're not getting it is if you're beaming it to everybody else. That's not oneness. I don't see how. They diverted the flow in Topaz right here, so there's been beams. that it's going to take to do that. And so we'll be looking for those within the next 4 days to start moving the river into pulses. In Mimic right now, if I looked at all the water now, where it would rain down if it was raining, is this. So you're going to nucleate a lot all at once, and that usually means chem bombs. And you guys got a big chem bomb deployment. So over the next 24 hours, do expect this. Do expect the double run. That's a sensible train line here from Kishkek out to the middle of bumfuck and then up and over or something. Well, Broken Hill, they got some mining stuff they want out there in the not so mild weather of the frying radar of Maldora here. Maldora, look at this. This sign. It's frying. It's pinning. It's absolutely pinning the moisture in this line, as predicted. And this one here, it looks like it's quite lit up. Yeah, so is that. I want to change over to eliminate some of the stats. Town names could be so distracting. Right, I'm going to do a determine. Give me a moment here. Lightening off. Right, here's the rhythm of the drum. Tune, 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 tune. So as it's left the radar, it's changed. So that's what the radar's pulse of that one's rhythm is. Come on, you drummers out here ought to be able to nail the weather once I finish describing what I think about. Got a bit of a curve here inside the storm itself going into double. So that means they've exploded a bomb just now over the top of you. So that should show up. Double. You got bombed. So I'm going to turn that off. We're going to have a look and see if we can catch the bombing of double. Maybe his and genitals. Here we have it. Have it. The have it. Here's the bomb. Look, it's going off. It's moving like a bowel. Stench in the air. It's a toxifier. Here's another one. That probably is getting along the time of that. We see this bomb right in here. Those little tickles right there. That's this bomb right here. The time's nearly matching. Remember, I can look at what time it is there, what time it is here. This is on my clock. That's that bomb going off. Right there near double. See it? Show it backwards again, right here. That'll be about 49. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the bomb there. There's the bomb there. And this is the slam bust. This is geoengineering fueling a storm. It's not all about plasma clouds and this and that. There are many methods it takes to achieve the plausible deniability of not getting blamed for causing storms that's grabbing your land and your houses and forcing agendas upon you. I'll tell you one thing that's bothering me is there's some parents that try to pick what kind of blood went in their child. And the state said no. They can't store up what they want for the operation. Yes, it's a person that's unvaccinated wants unvaccinated blood in their child to remain what they were born with by God. According to the beliefs of their family, it's their body, their choice. The child came out of their body, therefore should be their choice. And I think they should be allowed this choice as long as the blood is provided. And the hospital says it is unreasonable. It's an unreasonable expense. It's not feasible. In other words, money is more important than you. And you pay into these systems, and it's bothering me. And this is bothering me too. Man-made weather, forcing that upon you too. Forcing all double over here to have a worse storm than it would have had right over when it's time to be over the rivers. To run into a place. So that the cunts can runneth over your towns. Rather than your cup runneth over from the prosperity of the sweat of your brow. What a shame. What a shame that even on this graphic here, you will not hide these chem bombs from me. You cannot hide from the skies. And disguise all you want. As long as we look up still, we'll see it. In our future, we'll look up. Remember always the deep blue skies and the puffy round clouds, not this square madness of Cambombia over Chemstralia today, where Ivan's being hoed. And storms park over you for too long. I'm going to go on with the forecast as I look at this beam shooting out from the very center of a radar station here, unhidden. Right there is your radar station. You can't tell me it's not. If there's a radar station there, I'm right. All the arrows are pointing at it. And what time is it on the clock here? It's at 10 minutes after 3, according to these radar rays. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The time is now. The time is now. As we look at the square in the big beam that's forcing this flow north along this corridor that's going to keep it worse. And we have beams here to assure it stays down there. Right, as we look at the Glitchensteinian world here, the Glitchenstein storms fueling the wicked glitch is cackling laughters in the marble halls as these radar stations predicted to have to be on to predict the move, right, that they said was going to happen. They made a weather plan. All I did was analyze how it can be done. And I said it had to happen that way. And there they are, predicted glitch. I'm not a ding-dong if I can predict a glitch. You're a ding-dong if you believe the bitches telling you it's a predicted, that's a glitch. That is beaming a storm here in Mudgee. Getting frying the budgies of Mudgee. What a fucking shame. Hey, my, they're chem bombing up your skies. The queen may be gone, and she's not forgotten, but I still see that the skies are rotten skies. The skies are rotten. And once the trees are gone, they ain't never coming back. And it gives me the blues when the barks turn black. Really. And not to mention the needle and the damage fucking done. Don't get me going. And if you don't like my opinion about that, well, I'm really sorry you got duped looking for the golden fucking ticket, man. There is no golden ticket. There's only you to make the change. You are the difference. You must confront this head on. You are getting sprayed like bugs and frayed over here in Canberra. You get a bomb just going off for the smell of it to propagate the waveform. Somebody who cleaning a pool out noticed a layer of the water in the bottom of the pool was blue, but none of the other one. He doesn't use those chemicals in his pool. And all I could think of was barium. Barium would do that, barium blue, and if you could isolate it to make a crystal out of it and grow it, we will know exactly what it is or send it to a lab. Has anybody else noticed any layering of their swimming pool water or outdoor tanks that are glass-sided or anything where you could see it looks like a cocktail with a different layer? Like, I'll pour the Midori here and the Sambuca goes here and it makes the nice colors here with that little frangelica. Why? Because the merry monks was getting drunk when they told you not to get drunk. Oh, fiddle about. But I'll tell you what, frangelica's fine in a cup of coffee. If you never have one, go live, enjoy. It's tasty. It is. Now look at this waveform proceeding north, carrying the hem and the chem, putting a line of shit behind it, making that storm happen. Now they got to blow one up in Brisbane here now to pow, shock that chem south. So when that goes off, they'll blow that south. You got an EMF line right here. Look at the fry line going here right over the top of Lismore. Bzzz. So first they're going to have to blast you. Make sure your meat's good and cooked. Yeah, stick a thermometer up your ass and call the state when you're done. Yeah, you'll be rare, all right, if you see a sunny day right here. Look at this bomb line here going over Tweed's head. Oh, my fucking God. Toxifying. People are out here trying to have the moonlight night, enjoying your full moon, and they're taking it from you, too. Taking away the abilities of two lovers to get moonstruck. Instead, they're giving you the moon, the old pegging them down right up the old rear end knob. With the old knob. Gone with the windy or the clear blue skies, and they're coming back one day. They're never gone forever. Why? It's not impossible, because I'm possible. Say that. I'm possible. Spell it out. You spell the word impossible? There you go. Name yourself I'm possible. Hey, Tamworth, I think you're worth more than you're being treated right fucking here. And Tari, I'm sorry, you're burning a burnout over the top of you. You know, they say it's better to burn out than fade away. Well, how about none of the above? How about the chem bombs not be put over the ocean as they go into international water? Decision made over here decided, hi, you animals. We don't want you on the planet either. Let's destroy the whole terrarium, why don't we? What a bunch of morons. Oh, this graphic brought to you by the Bureau of Moronology. Morons. They say Uranus gave a gas burp. They can see fucking Uranus, but they can't see to stop this. Well, I've got Uranus that they can see. It's a lot closer to home. I'll make sure there's some Klingons. Use the roadside toilet paper. You know, that smear wipe. Hold it, man. Hold it. You don't want the shed and stay out of it. Look at the fry in here in two different directions. So whatever's deployed here is gone this way and that. Go this way and that way, go this way and that way. It's your sky looking assy going this way and that. Boom, 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 boom. Have a big 7 went in there. Big vag cloud over here. Straddles the gauze. It says it to Kobar. Into Dubbo. The nucleations of the storms have begun. The Kembami of it all as Dubbo seems to be within the sight of the geostars today. A little more going over here. Some staining over Melbourne. Looks of... In Hobart, it gets the furt. Ho short. Here, skies. Look at that going to... This is going that way. And this one says, fuck you. I don't want to go to Tasmania. It's a crying kid. I'm out of here. Boom. And a little boom before that happened. And a boom here and a boom there. Here a boom, there a boom. Everywhere a boom, boom. The geoengineering sucks. E-I-E-I, it blows. Boom. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom, bloom. The dastardly, bastardly, contagious face makers are out there today. What you gonna do? 'Cause they've come for you. And now, for your weather plan. As planned and told by the Bureau of Morons in Windy. And I will go through this with all the sarcasm I could muster as the 3 lines of geoengineering have been set up in the booming and the plumins of the ruinings are going on right now. As we head towards your weekend, will you get the sunshine? Will you get the rain? Will there be the boomins? Will be lined from planes? Will you get to go surfing on your own without a mask? Will you finally stand up and tell the world and the governance to kiss your ass? Hey, Bundaberg. Yeah, better get you supplies there. It's going to be a bit soggy road conditions. Be careful. How many times can you drive over a flood-filled road for your tires that have soaked up water go out of balance? Have you thought about that one yet? A lot of condensation going on. Heat that tire up. You might have some problem. And it's not a joke, but it is. You better let some of that wintertime air out of your tires. No, you better let the air out that's got all the water in it. Or you're gonna burn up your tires. What's that dumping noise? Yeah, I can see that coming. Hey, as a mechanic, I would anticipate these things. You sound real clever. Oh, this thing's going to be filled with water. No, it ain't. And you open it up, there's water all over the place. See, I told you. Or you make a bet. Yeah, you go on over and buy me a 6-pack of Budweisers. I guarantee there's going to be water in these tire way because this compressor's full of it. Now, when you're letting it out the other way, though, take the valve out and tip the tire. And that takes that out of the equation. There's nothing worse than a dishonest mechanic. No, really. That's like a dishonest doctor. And there's far too many of them, too. And that's got to be cleaned up as well. Some heavy totals over there, Agnes. You're going to have a bit of an afternoon coming. 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. So you got about 5 hours of that, which is going to yield you about 3 or 4 centimeters. And it's all going to race your way as per usual where the creeks fill up. But more toward this way here, you're going to get about the same. So it looks like you're going to have a little bit of a flesh-flat afternoon there for the Bunderbeasters and the Bunderbuggers. Would that sound a bit better? You're buggered in Bunderberg, buggered in Bunderberg. The Bunderberg. You know, I can understand if you was in Antarctica or something. But even your totals ain't all that massive. It wasn't even adding up to what I was adding up. Didn't make sense. The addition wasn't there. Yeah. Let's just have it. You're going to have a bit of water coming. Oh, not good at all. And they're not even. But the other one says you ain't. It said you're getting it. And they say you're all getting it. Everybody's going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get a little bit of. Everybody's going to get a little something. You're going to get it fucking worse. You're going to get it bad. For some reason, the Liz Moore poster child, they've already got your name on the t-shirts, maybe, or the posters for the election. Look what we could do over at the M&Ms right here. Turn in your arches golden. Not quite so, I hope, again. You guys stay safe. Please stay safe. No, I'm going to be watching this very closely. I may get to have some rest. Doesn't look like it. Look like they're pre-soaking your streams now. And what's doing it is these chemtrails. And the government agendas that allow the treaties for international weather modification under the guise of solar radiation management that are just ruining everything. They're ruining all the crops. That is how is that worth it to you? I know how it's worth it to a company that makes GMO things to sell that are resistant to the fungus, resistant to the mold. But you were not made resistant to this other than having a natural resistance. And far too many people have chosen to have vaccine-induced immunity. And well, if that's your choice, that's your choice. Never, ever, ever force that on ourselves or a parent. Our bodies, our choice, comes out of our bodies, is still our choice. And it's my choice where I take a shit too. And if I identify as a dog, am I allowed to go in front of the State House? We might as well be able to, because of mollycoddle and everything else, as they're booming and they're pluming, and they're doing in their ruinings. You guys, please stay safe, stay vigilant. I got your bags. Big love, peace. The Paris Accords has got to fail. It must never be ratified. This is wrong.